Protect your business from the fastest growing crime of the 21st century. Find out here. You're watching Technology Review. Welcome to another episode of Technology Review for March 17th, 2017. I'm your host, Mac Jackson Jr. Technology Review is a show to help inform you on today's technology, but also give you tips and techniques on how to protect yourself and your family from the fastest growing crime of the 21st century, and that is cybercrimes, folks. Cybercrimes and identity theft. Every 2 seconds, someone has their credit card or identity stolen by a cyber hacker. Did you know that over 16 million new victims and rising are reported to law enforcement every year? According to the Justice Department and the Federal Trade Commission, identity theft is the fastest growing crime here in America. Individuals, companies, banks, and even now governmental agencies are being attacked by a cyber attacker. This information that we have on the show can affect you and your business and your family, and we'd like to share some of our techniques and information that we have gathered to present to you so you can be protected from cybercrimes. Hi, my name is Mac Jackson. I'm a cybersecurity expert. I specialize in the law, compliance, and business consulting. My programs and services will help your company and your business mitigate the damages of identity theft and fraud. I would like to give a shout out and a thanks to all of our supporters who help make this show possible. They include Kendall, Amanda, Sonia, Ricky, Ellen, the Baker family, and everyone else from Australia, from England, and India too. That's very great. And our friends up north in Canada. We're here in Las Vegas, Nevada every Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you miss any of our shows, you can always go back and take a look at some of our archive shows. You can find those on my website at macjacksonjr.com. and click on the right-hand side, Technology Review, and you'll be able to see all of our archive shows here on WCOBM.tv. I also would like to thank our sponsors, our awesome sponsors that help make this show possible. And if your company would like to be a sponsor of our show, you could do that as well and reach our viewers from around the world here watching Technology Review. Some of our sponsors include CenturyLink, Nevada Bankers Association, InSync, Virtual Desktop Solution out of Washington, D.C. Great guys out there. Turay Consulting Group, IT Recruiters. We have Viking Technology Partners, which we have a guest on our show today. It's going to be great. MJ Computer Concepts, yours truly. We have Asim Cyber Group. There's New Horizons Training Group, and many others are sponsors of our show. If you'd like to join us, become a sponsor of our show, you could do that. Call our offices at 702-868-0808. That's 702-868-0808, and become a sponsor of Technology Review. Folks, I am really excited here today to let everyone know about a project that we've been working on here with my company, MJ Computer Concepts, for a long time now. This is our new book that we are going to be releasing, and we are going to present it to the public. As of last week, we presented it to the public. You can find it on my website. But I want to tell you this book is going to be on identity theft. This is a must-read for families. If you have any connection to the internet from home or at work, you want to read this book. We have information on it that will help you protect your family from cyber thieves and giving them protection. And we've gathered it by collecting and researching case studies from families like yours on how they encountered cyber attacks and what they've done to mitigate it. We've come up with tips and techniques we got from law enforcement and experts in the industry that gave us their advice, their recommendations on how to protect themselves. Step by step, what to do if you think that there's a cyber attack that happened to yourself or your family, and a way to protect your kids, even your infants, before they turn 18, and make sure no one has access to their credit or credit report. All types of information like that we've packed in this book. You can find out much more about it. If you'd like to, you could help us out a couple ways here. One, if you'd like to purchase our book, you can go to my website at macjacksonjr.com/store. That's macjacksonjr.com/store, and you can purchase a pre-sale of our book there, get an early release of it. You can also go to that same website and click on donation if you want to be a part of our research and getting these books out to other people. We can get these books out for free as well if you'd like to make a purchase and donate to our cause. So you would find information on this by going to my website, macjacksonjr.com/store. So we appreciate that. A lot of work we've put into it, and you have helped us as well. So I also want to thank all of our viewers and listeners out there for your stories and your emails that we have collected and researched and done backgrounds on and put that information in our book. And now we have one source where you have all this information on tips and techniques for identity theft and fraud. So definitely take a look at our website. In today's show, it will be great. We're going to talk about what is identity theft, how you can avoid it, how you can mitigate some of the damage of it. I'll give you a couple of quick things about it in this episode because we have a great guest in our second episode. In our second segment. Our second segment is called Business Spotlight, where we're going to talk to Viking Technology Partners. And we have a guest on there to talk to us about that great company and what they're doing regarding cybersecurity as well. In our new tech gadget, applications and apps you should have on your smart devices to protect your smart device from cyber attacks. And of course, our green energy technology segment. This is where we talk about green energy, EV vehicles like Tesla, Chrysler, and all the other Chevys and all the other electric vehicles that are out in the marketplace today. So, action-packed show for you today. We'll start out with the question, what is cybersecurity? What is cybercrimes and identity theft? Again, we'll start with identity theft. Identity theft is when someone wrongfully acquires another person's personal identifiable information and uses it without the consent of the individual to commit fraud, usually for financial gain. For example, personal identifiable information, and that could be anything that uniquely identifies you. It could be a number, it could be your fingerprint, retina of your eye, your employee card, social security number, driver's license number, VIN number, passport number, any of that information. If it's in the hands of the wrong people, that information can be used for fraud. And once that information is used, they can acquire financial gain and then hold the victim responsible for these criminal acts. And that's what we want to avoid here, how to protect your information so there's a less likely chance that will happen to you. First thing I like to say is always run a credit report of yourself. Run a credit report, check of yourself, see what's on it. You see anything suspicious, you let the finance institutions know. If you need to have a lawyer or someone represent you legally, contact my office. We have access to lots of lawyers that will be able to help you out. If you have a legal issue, because if you have an identity theft issue, folks, you do have a legal issue. And we can help you mitigate some of those risk and issues by having legal representation. The other thing I want to remind you of is technology is how this happens. It's on the increase because of technology. If you have a smart device, if you're on the internet, if you have social media, then you are part of technology. And cyber criminals will love to get your information. You need to protect your technology and protect your information. That means have apps on your smart devices that can protect you against identity theft and cyber attacks. We'll talk about that in our third segment of the show. Definitely be in tune for that. Make sure that you don't talk to anyone on the phone that you did not initiate the call from. If you're not expecting a call from someone or asking you for personal identifiable information, don't give it to them on the phone. A lot of these things sound common sense, right? Of course. But, folks, these cyber criminals are smart. They will contact you disguising as other people and sometimes misrepresenting themselves as security people to acquire your information. So it's best to always ask for a backup, a second way of contacting them, either through a letter or you call them and verify that company is legitimate. These are just some of the things that we talk about, folks, on the show, Technology Review. If you'd like to find out more and get in-depth to it, a couple ways we have for you. One is go to my website, macjacksonjr.com, and read up on identity theft and find out how you can protect yourself. There's chock full of information on our website. It's a lot of information there. Second, you can sign up for our pre-release of our book that we have available to you. You can do that. You can also go to our lunch and learns that we have here every month in Las Vegas at the Switch Innovation Center. We have one coming up next week, next Thursday at the Innovation Center. Tell your business partners, business friends to come to it. It's free and it's a lunch and learn as well. So we have those sort of things, folks, you can find about us. Go to my Facebook page at facebook.com/MacJacksonJr. or facebook.com/TechnologyReviewTV. Send me information on Twitter at twitter.com/MacJacksonJr. information there. You can find me on LinkedIn as well. We have lots of ways to contact us, folks. We'll be right back with our next guest after these messages.